Deadly Better were on the scene before there was a scene. After years of playing with revolving bass players and singers, the band now has their strongest lineup. With a new guitar player and a hard work ethic, the band is poised to take on the world outside the Rose City's limits.
Yeah, I started playing with Ruckus, and I played with Ruckus, and then that band kind of fucking went crazy and turned into Deadly Better.
I think it was like 2.5 years ago, and that was when like Brad and Adam Gabriel and Joel and Zach were in the band. And then I joined, and shortly after, Brad got kicked out, so then me and Joe were forced to sing, I guess. And then we went through a million bass players, and then Aaron came back from BC, and then he played bass, and we lost Joe, and we got Eric.
I'd go to shows and see these guys play and be like, wow, they're only better, they're such talented guys from Welland. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, our guitar player's leaving. And I'm like, well, I play guitar and you're a band looking for a guitar player.
The best way to do anything is just to go balls out, like straight up. Like, you want to get shirts made, get like 150. Like, you want to get CDs played, get 1,000. You know what I mean? And just push it, and like everything is just going out and doing it, and then fucking putting your heart into it, pushing it. That's what you got to do. That's what we're gonna do, starting yesterday.
One of the reasons Deadly Better is such a talented band is because the members have over 30 years of playing under their collective belts. Between this and the fact that they are always learning from bigger bands as well as local talent, Deadly Better never gets stagnant or boring.
I've been playing guitar since I was in grade 6, and I've been playing bass since I joined the band.
9 years, I guess, almost 10 years now.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm 17.
I played drums for like, I don't know, ever since I was in like grade 4.
Really?
And I'm like 20 now. So you guys can do the math, I don't care.
Since grade 3 or 2. Yeah. But I don't know. It didn't get serious till like grade 5 or 6, I think. But I learned some stuff back in those days. Mostly Green Day covers.
I can remember like the first time I heard like Pennywise and stuff like that, like blew my mind. Like, I liked that shit way too much. And like strung
Out, Rise Against, Death by Stereo.
I'm a big fan of the Rich Kids on LSD, Kid Dynamite.
I think Fat Mike is like amazing.
Iron Maiden, RKL. Thrice a little bit now too.
Just anything that has to do with the scene really has influenced me. Generally, I like all the bands around the scene. Like, we're all tightly knit around the Welland area, all friends.
And like, I like all the bands. Like, I like the people. Like Death Wish, I like those guys, and I like In These Walls.
Haddonfield, obviously, because they're all my friends and their music rocks. Death Wish, and the Sniffs, I like them all.
They all do something for me, I guess. Like, there's a reason for liking all of them, and all those reasons are different.
With all the recent comings and goings that have been happening with Deadly Better, I thought you may need an update.
Zach I've been friends with for years. He gets a little, he gets tunnel vision sometimes.
We've been through thick and thin, I guess, like, throughout all the garbage that's been going on lately with the band.
My first band was probably like NFA with Murphy and Bob, and we were like no effectsy kind of band. And then I was in a band called the Fast Eddies.
I'm pretty good friends with Murphy and Zach already. Like, we get along well. Like, we hang out. Like, I'm going to pick apples with Zach at his farm.
I play drums. I play the old kit and caboodle. I write some of the songs, write some of the lyrics. I do that. I kind of judge the artwork and stuff that Dan comes up with. I filter some of the poo out.
We pretty much stick together, like, we know, like, we're both pretty much going for the same thing, so, not that everyone else isn't, I'm just saying, like, me and Zach talk about it a lot.
He's a good drummer. He's a good friend. Dan is an amazing guitar player.
Well, it used to suck. He used to piss me off all the fucking time. Like, that kid used to piss me off, but now, like, that it's just me and him. It's like, it's better now.
They're all good musicians. Like, don't have anything bad to say about any of them. Like, we're all good guys. We're all friends. I mean, get along well.
Me and Eric actually were in another band, kind of a metal band called From Gallows Tree. I like to think that I take care of most of like the contact-esque of it.
We make decisions together a lot better. Like, I just learned how to work with him. He's a great guy.
He's young, and he's probably one of the best. He is the best guitar player that I know. He's a good guy to hang out with.
I wouldn't want to be in a band with anybody else.
Murphy's a great guy.
He's been like a best friend of mine since I was like fucking 10 maybe. Yeah. So he's a great guy, man.
I was in a pre-high school band called NFA with Zach and Bobo.
Me and Murphy have like ties, like way too long ago.
I play the bass, do some backup vocals, you know, I don't really come in with too many riffs or anything to write the songs, but I help put things together, obviously to make the show experience better and just rock out.
He makes the band like more stoked to be the band, I guess. Like, that's what I find anyway. Like, when he gets excited, like, you know, it's a good reason to be excited.
He's a new guy.
I've only known Eric for like a couple weeks now, but he's also an amazing guitar player.
He's really quiet, he's fun, he's so smart, that little bastard.
Eric's he's really enthusiastic about the band, and like, he's taking it seriously, which is good, so.
The first one was Torrance maybe 4 or 5 years ago, or 4 years ago. Mary's Bleeding Eyes was after that, and the band with Dan from Gallows Tree, and now they're only better. They're all great musicians. I was lucky to find them. I just was in the right place, right time, knew everybody, and they asked me to join. I said yeah, and I guess still trying to find my place in the band.
And he's a really good guitar player. Like, I have yet to figure him out yet, though. He's a great guy. Great fucking guy!
In case you haven't seen Dead Only Better lately, here's what you've been missing. Now that Dead Only Better have found their lineup, next on the agenda is spreading the word. With tours in the works, an album on the way, and the never-waning support of the Rose City backing them up, the members of Dead Only Better know that the only things left are hard work and dedication. When asked about the high level of talent coming from the Rose City, they had their own ideas on what the reason is.
I think it's because kids don't have anything better to do than do what they like, and the kids that can't do what they wish they could do just go and watch other people that can.
Because that's what you do. You like see a huge band and you think, wow man, I wish I was that good, or I could do that, or I could be them, you know what I mean? That's what makes people want to be like musicians. A year ago, I was just thinking, wow, if I could be in a band that was good, wanted to be in a band, and had a van, and could tour sometimes, then I'd be fucking hooked. That's all I need. But now, like, I've got that. So now I gotta fucking make new goals. We get in a van next week. We got some tours already like planned out. Like, that's all I want. You know, that's all I want.